Hey guys, and what is up? Today I have for you a video on Andrew Lloyd Webber, so let's get into it. Andrew Lloyd Webber, he's the composer of, all of these musicals, and he essentially did an article with Variety in which he said that the Cats movie wanted him, or made him, get a therapy dog. So I had to read the article. So probably the biggest piece of news is that Cinderella, which just opened this past summer, is looking to come into Broadway not this year, but next year. And he wants it by next summer. He also talked about how Phantom is gonna be a hard show to put back up because how Prince is dead now. Rest in peace to him. But he said that he's going to be intimately involved in making sure that the production stays true to what Hal Prince envisioned. So then Andrew Lloyd Webber addresses Cameron McIntosh, the Apple, that is, controversial statements on trans actors. And what he says, and I quote, "Trans actors, provided they could perform the role. Once got to think that if you had written a high soprano part, you've got to have somebody who can sing it. If you've written a part for a deep bass voice, you've got to have somebody who can hit those notes. But provided they could sing the role and you wouldn't have to change the music, I'd have no concern at all." And I do think that this is more of a larger issue about being more flexible with how your music is changed, but I definitely don't think Andrew Lloyd Webber was saying that he is against the trans and non-binary community, but I definitely do think his statement is maybe more indicative of just a larger system than him, so I don't think we should really be going after the man himself. And then the other biggest piece of news is that he's already developing a new musical. So basically, Andrew Lloyd Webber wants to tell a contemporary musical, and that will be very interesting to see what that is like, and maybe this will be like the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical that kind of blows things out of proportion, like is the next big thing, kind of like Jesus Christ Superstar was, or Phantom was, because while School of Rock and Cinderella were hits and very solid musicals, they were not these juggernaut like Hamilton. So I'd like to see Andrew Lloyd Webber tackle a contemporary piece and maybe have more contemporary music, because I think that's just awesome that he is continuing to write music, and I'm just excited for anything new. And while he's not my favorite composer, I definitely have musicals that I love of his, like Jesus Christ Superstar, School of Rock, Phantom. There's a love-hate relationship with that, but so is everyone's relationship, I would assume. He then goes into talking about how Sunset Boulevard is stalled, and that's what leads into the Cats discussion. He then disses Tom Hooper by saying that handing the reins to Tom Hooper was a disaster. And honestly, he said that the original intention was to have it be a Steven Spielberg animated film, and I think that Cats would work great as an animated film, not as this awards bait film, which it ended up becoming. So he basically said what we're all thinking is that Cats was off the scales all wrong, and that is what inspired him to get a dog. And he said that he needs it because he's emotionally damaged. Talk about a bit of a diva. But honestly, if I saw my piece of work butchered the way Tom Hooper butchered Cats, I would be understandable. But I actually think Cats, the movie, is actually kind of enjoyable, and I think it's better than the stage version. Sue me, but I think it is. So thank you once again. Make sure to like, sub, and comment, and I'll see you guys later.